Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and before we start, can you please give the video a like and hit the subscribe button? We're currently at 17,425. Can we get to 17,500 and then on to 18,000 and beyond? Please help me out by hitting the subscribe button before we start, but now let's get started. We're going to be doing the 2020 Senate map prediction, state-by-state analysis, seeing which way the states are going to go in 2020 as of right now. We're going to start on the East Coast. The state of Maine, Susan Collins is more than likely running. It is a toss-up state in the general election. Collins is very popular, has crossover appeal, and is not actually endorsing Trump for the 2020 election. So this is a seat that will stay Republican, more than likely in the likely red column. As for the state of New Hampshire, it's possible this one can get contested, but Republicans just don't have a candidate right now that can do it. And I do believe it's going to be close, probably closer than people expect. But as of right now, Democrats are going to probably hold the state of New Hampshire in the Senate race. We'll see if Donald Trump is able to carry anyone to victory there. As for the states of Massachusetts, even if Charlie Baker runs, either Ed Markey or Kennedy III is going to win, no doubt. As for the state of Rhode Island, Jack Reed probably won't have a strong contester. It's probably going to be a safe blue margin. Same thing with New Jersey. I can't really see New Jersey being anything less than safe, as well as the state of Delaware, but we'll see. As for the state of Virginia, Republicans are going to try to do well in this seat. I think they have nominated somebody, or trying to nominate someone that's a lot better and stronger than Corey Stewart was. So I do think it's going to be in the likely blue column. I don't believe it's going to be in the lean or safe yet, but I do think that they'll give Warner a run for his money compared to what Corey Stewart did to Tim Kaine, but it's still not going to be enough to get the victory. So as of right now, Virginia will stay in the likely blue column. West Virginia, safe. I really don't see any way that a Democrat is going to pull off that Senate seat as of right now. The state of Kentucky, I'll put it in the likely column. Matt Bevin did show that a Republican can lose in Kentucky, but nationwide races are a lot different than statewide races, and I do think that Matt Bevin probably would have beat Beshear by at least 5 points if it was a Senate election, but because it's a governor's election, Beshear was able to win much easier than he would have if it was for Senate. So Kentucky is going to stay in the likely red column. The state of North Carolina, Tom Tillis is not the most popular, but I do think that he will eventually be able to pick off the victory in North Carolina very, very narrowly by the skin of his teeth. It'll be closer than the presidential election for sure. I apologize in advance to Backstar, but North Carolina will stay in the Republican column. As for South Carolina, it's going to be safe red. Lindsey Graham will win easily. Phil Bredesen lost in the midterm by a safe margin. I definitely think that the Republicans are going to nominate possibly their former governor, Bill Haslam, and he's going to be able to win easily. Mississippi, safe. Louisiana, as well safe as Arkansas. This is not 2008 anymore where you had the holdover Blue Dogs and that have been there for years and years, and it's not, even 2014 when they were running for re-election, they lost by 20. Those states are off the table. Same thing with Oklahoma, Nebraska, South Dakota, Wyoming, and Idaho. Those are all safe red, as well as Alaska. I don't believe Sullivan's going to lose. Don't believe he has a shot in hell at losing. As for the state of Illinois, I think Dick Durbin will stay no matter what in the safe column, even if somebody like Bruce Rauner runs. As for the state of Alabama, I'm calling it safe red. Probably lean to tilt red with Roy Moore, but that's not going to happen. They're going to do everything possible to keep him out of that seat, and probably Sessions will win it, or it'll be Tommy Tuberville. One of those people will wipe the floor with Doug Jones in Alabama. A lot of people forget Doug Jones was elected, but he got less votes than Hillary Clinton did in Alabama. So, that'll tell you a whole lot about what's going on. And that was the theme for a lot of these midterm states and off-year elections where Democrats did surprisingly well. And it's not that Republican turnout was at the same level and Democrat turnout increased. It was that turnout for both sides was down, but Democrats were slightly more energized to get out and vote, because that's what happens in midterm elections. You can't predict a general by a midterm. It doesn't work that way, especially by an off-year election like Alabama, which didn't even predict Alabama's midterm very accurately. But nevertheless, moving on, the state of Texas, Cornyn, not as polarizing as Cruz was. definitely put it in the likely R margin, if not in the safe R margin, as we move close to the election. In 2014, Cornyn won the Hispanic vote in Texas. I don't think he'll do it this time, but I think it's going to be an election that will be decided by not only more than 3, more than 5, but probably more than 7 percentage points. As for the state of Georgia, I believe that the special election will be in the likely column. The regular election will be in the likely column. The special election, where Democrats will try to pick it off, will be in the lean column, but will still go in favor of the Republicans. So they're already at 49 seats. They need one more seat to gain, or to hold the Senate if Trump is reelected. That seat will be Kansas in this case. Kobach would probably win if he was nominated. That's why we got to put it in the likely R column for now, because it would be very close if Kobach was running as the nominee, but I don't believe that's going to happen. It will stay more than likely in the safe column. Iowa also goes in the likely red column. Joni Ernst is very popular. So even if Donald Trump loses, it's more than likely than not that the Republicans are going to keep the Senate. Montana will put it in the likely red column as well. Steve Bullock dropped out this morning. Even if Steve Bullock does run for the Senate seat in Montana, he'd still lose. Again, it's different between a statewide and nationwide environment. Remember last time, Bullock only won by 4% over John Forte, or however you pronounce his name. But it looks like against a seasoned candidate like Steve Daines would be able to win pretty easily. The state of Oregon didn't mean to do that there. That would be safe blue for the moment, possibly likely with Newt running, but for now it's going to stay safe blue. New Mexico will put in the likely blue column. Susana Martinez could make things close if she decides to run. Really don't see a reason why she wouldn't at this point, but we'll see. As for the state of Arizona, I think Arizona will be in the tilt red column. Trump will carry McSally for another 2 years over Mark Kelly. It's possible if this was a 2018 environment, McSally would lose, but I really don't see that happening this time around. As for the state of Colorado, possibly Hickenlooper won't even be the nominee. This is why I'm putting it as lean blue, because it's literally, he's under investigation right now. Cory Gardner might not be dead yet. We'll see. But for now, I'll put it as lean blue. State of Minnesota, same thing. I hope Jason Lewis, and I think he can give Tina Smith a run for her money, but it's just too early to tell. We'll see. But I do think that combat veteran in Michigan, John James, is going to pull off an upset and win the state of Michigan very narrowly. He lost by a closer than expected margin last time. He'll pull a John Thune in the state of Michigan, losing a Senate election, and then 2 years later winning the seat, and he will become Michigan's first Republican senator since the year of 2000. So, thanks everybody for watching. Please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media, join the Discord, donate to the Patreon, links in description. Thanks everybody for watching. Red Eagle, out.